Blessed love, royal family, Honorable Priest Isaac here. I am inviting you to the Priest Isaac's Institute of Holistic Knowledge Royal Business Webinar. It is about time, family, for us in the conscious space to motivate ourselves to become a more business-minded culture. Join us for 3 days, the 20th, the 21st, and the 22nd day of December for a life-changing, I repeat, a life-changing experience. 3 p.m. each day, Radio Anu TV, YouTube, and Radio Anu International. For more information, visit our website, priestisaacinstitute.com, or email us, priestisaacinstitute@gmail.com. The Royal Business Webinar. I will see you there. Yes, Royal family, blessed love once again. Of course, Honorable Priest Isaac here with you, glorifying Emperor Haile Selassie I in all our doings and sayings. And of course, I have a wonderful sit down for you this evening. And of course, today we're going to be having a good conversation as it relates to our mindset. We are continuing the discussion as it relates to business. Remember, family, as you just saw a moment ago, we are looking forward to 3 days. That's 3 days, Royal Business Webinar. That is the 20th. That is the 21st. That is the 22nd day of December 2023. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful 3 days. The vibration will be definitely exciting. We're going to be dealing with, on the first day, something similar to what we'll be speaking about now. We'll be talking about the mindset. We'll be talking about motivation. We'll be talking about your purpose. And then on the second day, we'll be going into promotion and sales. And then on the third day, we'll be talking about, well, the second day, promotion and marketing. And on the third day, we'll be talking about sales. Now, keep this in mind. This is not just a motivational seminar. This is not a pick-me-up vibration. Yes, we are a people. We need to be motivated because we have been seriously demotivated from kindergarten, from prep school. We have been cut off from the spirit that drives us to be the gods and goddesses that we're supposed to be. So we got to start from scratch, family. That's the point. I mean, to be very honest, we could do a whole webinar on self-motivation. We could do a whole webinar on investing in self, because that's where the first investment must begin, in self. That is why, you know, we deal with a lot of knowledge and information. So the individual could grow within themselves, to be more knowledgeable, to have more access to what's going on around them, just because their mind is now fixed to information, their mind is now fixed to growth, their mind is now fixed to knowledge and higher education. So we definitely promote that right here at the Priest Isaac's Institute of Holistic Knowledge. So again, I'm looking forward to everyone, you know, being a part of this event on the 20th, the 21st, and the 22nd, because family, I mean, we can't always be battling over, you know, historical events, religious, who is the Black Jesus and who's all of that, and if Muhammad is this and Allah, and we can't be arguing about that forever. If you know me, I love a sit down just like the other fella. I love a serious discussion when it comes to theology. You comprehend me. But when it comes to food, clothes, and shelter, when it comes to freedom, redemption, and international repatriation, we're talking about the economy, family. We're talking about our financial status, family. Yes, we are also talking about money, but money is the lowest part of the game. And it's sad that that's where we have our minds at, money, paper. That is why in the Tiger's Nest previous night, for those of you who were with us, we took the time to explain that the intrinsic value of the paper is not really there as such. You know, the true value is within the earth. That's why it's called an economy, eco, how you take and utilize the ecology that is around you for your benefit. That's why it's a natural thing. The economy is a natural thing. It's not capitalism. It's not Babylon business. Wealth and growth, it's a natural thing. You're supposed to multiply. It's a natural thing. You're supposed to have dominion over. It's a natural thing. It just so happens that the world that we live in now, the time that we share now, the space that we are in now, it just so happens that the paper stuff, the money with the dead people's faces on it, the presidents and the queens and whoever else, it just so happens that that has become the main medium of exchange, but it has no value. It's paper. That's why Marcus Mosiah Garvey has already showed us the time will come when we see that stuff blowing in the wind and nobody's going to take it up. Paper money I'm talking about, whether it's green, blue, they have different colors, euro, pounds. We're going to watch it blow away because it's paper and ink. It's not backed by gold, silver, and diamonds. We're talking about minerals, the elements of the earth that can harness the energy of the universe. That's why they're so powerful, because they have value. We live in a system where they print the paper every single day. So that is why when we have been taught in the culture that most of us came up in to kind of save the paper, save the paper. As I said previous night, the economists have already done the maths. No matter what you save in a bank, if you're going to depend on the bank, it will take you 845 years to double your saving in a bank. Yeah, when you're working with 1.something% interest every year, you could imagine it will take you 800 and something years to literally double your savings in the bank. That's a while. When you could take the same money that you're putting in the bank and invest it in a product, or invest it in a service, or invest it in some activity that will bring back benefits, meaning that you can't lose. There are certain things out there that are sure shot investment. There are other investments where you're taking a risk. Sometimes those are good investments too, but you should practice to invest. Yeah, it's not hard to do. It doesn't have to be something you like to do. You can just look around and say, hey, listen, I noticed that that product moves fast. And this brother has this business, and this sister is doing this business, and this set of people here, this family has this service, and it seems to be going well. Why not have a sit down and discussion with them and say, hey, I notice your laundromat is doing good business. What do you say, Mark? Oh, yes, we're doing good. We make, we bring in 2.3 million every year. Oh, that's so. So if I'm to invest, let's just say 25,000 with you, what would be the returns? Oh, I'm so happy you came to bring that conversation with me. Listen, right now, our business is doing so well, right? That 25,000, we can use that to X, Y, Z. And by the time 6 months, 7 months, you can get X, Y, Z return. I mean, there's so many things. It's just you to find the opportunity. It's just you to knock on the right doors. It's just you to ask the right questions. But you see, we live in a culture where we have been trained. Go to school, get this good education, whatever that is supposed to be. Then go to college, university, and go in debt. Try to play some good basketball or something so you can get a scholarship. And then get a good job so you can pay off the debt if you didn't get the scholarship. So you could go into a mortgage with a nice, pretty looking house and have enough money to pay your car note so you can send your children through the same thing that you went through. We've been trained to be like that. That's just a fact. No one can run away from from this. So we have never been trained to economize. Have you ever been to school or any learning institution that did not specialize in the economy? where they taught you about the economy. And even those that specialize in the economy, I mean, I'm telling you, the economists of the world, the vast majority of them, they're not wealthy people. They're not even rich, because rich is not wealthy, by the way. And the middle class stuff is just another level of being in poverty. Family, this is a serious thing. We are speaking of empire building. And because I know who I'm speaking to in this conscious community, sometimes we have to bring that back to the conversation because we get scared when we hear money being spoken about. We get scared when we hear wealth being spoken about. No, but I'm not trying to sell you nothing, you know. I'm trying to inspire all of us so we can strive for betterment. I'm sure, you know, you have children, you have parents, you have loved ones, you have family. Don't you want to see a betterment for those around you? Even for yourself. If you ask somebody, what does it mean to be rich? Wow, to be a millionaire, that might be their first answer. What would make you happy? $1 million, that might be their first answer. You see what I'm saying, family? If you ask someone, what's your goal? To build a house and maybe something material. And that is why previous night I was speaking of, your goal should be something that is so big that it almost appears as if you cannot attain it. Your goal is supposed to come from your heart. My goal comes from my heart. What we spoke of last night, previous night, I don't want to go through that whole program on the Tiger's Nest, and that's another thing. Make sure you tune in to the Tiger's Nest this evening, 7 p.m. sharp, Radio Anu. The link is in the description below. That's for the Priest Isaac's Institute of Holistic Knowledge website, which is priestisaacinstitute.com. And as I said previous night, my personal goal, which I shared with the family, is to see the kingdom, the empire, basically, because empire was the word that we used, empire building, to see the rise and the resurrection of the empire of the Black Christ in flesh. And of course, we went into how that is done, what that means, not fixing up the fence and painting over the buildings, you know. I'm talking of an international resurrection. When you rise an empire, you're not just rising fences and gates. You're rising infrastructure that will govern ministries, not just a spiritual or churchical ministry, but an education ministry. As I said previous night, the Honorable King Emmanuel taught us that a tabernacle should be in every state in Africa. So if you put down a tabernacle in a state in Africa or anywhere, you should put down a clinic as well. You should put down a school, a college, and a university. You should put down an airstrip. If we're on the sea coast, we should have a port. I mean, come on, family. That's how we need to think. So when I'm saying now we should have ships, the size and quality of the ships you see they use for the cruise liners. People may say, for what? What do you mean for what? So we don't have any trading to do? We don't have anything we need to give to someone who will exchange what they have to give to us? We have no business to take care of? We have no international meeting that we have to attend to? And we can't sit down and wait on American Airlines, and we don't know which building that's flying into today. I don't know if you got that one, but anyway, yeah. I mean, are we thinking so small? I have the answer. Yes, we are. We are afraid of growth. So that is why the mindset is necessary. The way we think, which is already eroded. Our parents' mindset has been eroded. Them is the ones that taught you it's all right, just, you know, I mean, you don't need too much, you know. I mean, money won't make you happy, all of them kind of things. Yeah, maybe money won't make you happy. But poverty, for sure, ain't going to help you neither. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, family, there's nothing wrong with being broke. And there's nothing wrong with being old. But there's something seriously wrong to be the both of them at the same time. Now, some of us have no intention, not us, but some people have no intention of growing old. Yeah, that's why they laugh and scorn old people, because they're not going to pass 40. But for those of us who intend to be beyond 100, sipping chalice and praising Farai, you need wealth around you. Listen, family, I hope you comprehend me. This is the voice of consciousness. Wealth is not paper. Again, handling paper, it could be billions. It's like musical chairs. And obviously, when you reach into the billions, you're not handling paper anymore. You're handling, it's like a technology totally takes over. The paper stuff is for the hustler on the street. That's why I'm trying to show you, family, we're dealing with levels here. So the extremely wealthy doesn't even touch the money anymore. Remember, the extremely wealthy is talking about investment, taking risks. They lose millions every day sometimes, but they gain billions every week sometimes as well, because they have reached to a specific status where they can start to play the game more rigorously. You may not be at that stage. So you may be at the stage where, I'm telling you, listen, when you are in a system of heavy poverty, and poverty now, there's a different level, there are different levels to this poverty thing, because they have people that think they're rich and they're poor. So don't make them fool you. Flashy car and big house doesn't mean you're rich. There's a level of this poverty, Rastafari, this hand-to-mouth thing, that if you miss 2 paychecks, you're done with. But yet still, you're the most bling. You know, you have the shiniest rims. You miss 2 paychecks, you are done with. Talk about a nation at poverty or in poverty. Those of us in these little islands here, even though we have food growing out of the earth, we do not have enough. If these planes and the ships that come around here every week, for whatever reason, just decide that they ain't coming, COVID supersize returns, nobody moving again. The last time COVID came around here, people started to shiver because ships were not coming. People started to go frantic around here, moving like ants, trying to save everything that they could save. Praise the Lord, COVID decided to come to an end. That's not me saying, so that's what they said. Because they were at their wits' end. Now, of course, there are those, nobody died really. But the point I'm making is that you could see for yourself now that you are in a position where if someone is not bringing food for you, you're in trouble. Now, there are those that can get on their jet plane and fly and go where the food is. Now, listen, family, this is a serious thing. If we are dealing with empire building and we are family, when I begin my program, I said, blessed love, royal family. We are a family, even if I don't know you. So that is why my goal is to see a rise of the kingdom that has been set down by the Black Christ. Greater than what he set down, because he said so. He said, greater works than this shall you do. So I intend to prove my Father right. So we're supposed to, we're supposed to have an international kingdom, international empire, royal ambassadors, a strong economic system. That's the goal. A strong educational system. That's the goal. Health care. It begins somewhere. That is why this concept of we need to pool our resources together, although I agree with it. When we don't have no resources individually, what we pulling together? Just talk. That's why we like to pull together and it just mash up. Because we don't have nothing really of substance to pull together. And that is why you have to invest in yourself first. It starts with your mindset, family. You must have the mindset to be wealthy. You must have the mindset to conquer. Because if you don't have it, that's why you need a goal. You need something to reach for. If you don't have a target, what you're shooting at, your target is to survive. Your target is what we're going to eat for dinner tonight. And remember, any target you aim for, more than likely you will fall short of the target. So just like the archer that wants to hit the bull's eye, I don't know why they want to do that to the bull, but just like the archer that wants to hit the red dot, the target, the archer has to point the arrow a bit higher than the target, so that when he releases the arrow, gravity will come into play and pull the arrow down to hit the target. But if he points at the target, it's going to hit below the target. So whatever you really want, let's just assume you want that $1 million target, because you ask most people, what's your target? Oh, I like $1 million. What's your goal? I just told you I'd like $1 million. No, that's two different things. Your goal is your goal. Your goal is like your ultimate destination. Although the closer you get to your goal, you move the goalposts. But your goal is like your ultimate destination. But to get to your goal, you have targets. Like I have daily targets. I wake up every morning and write my targets in my target book. You have to have a target for the strong or for the week. You have a target for the end of the year. You have a 10-year target. You have a goal. So the targets are like steps going to the goal. But again, the goal and the target has to be above what you really want. So if you really want, hey, listen, man, I'm supposed to be bringing in $1 million every month. So that means you got to aim for $2 million every month if you want to. If 1 million is what you need to get through for the moment. Are you following me? Even to say millions, then some people start to shiver. Like we're not supposed to be talking in millions. We're supposed to be talking in, I don't know what we supposed, dollars or something. What are you talking about, family? So again, the mindset. The mindset is a very important thing, because you see, our conditioning, that is why it's the Royal Business Webinar. That is why we don't just come and start to talk about, well, this is how you make income and this is how you invest in real estate, all of that talk. That's good stuff. It will get there. But we are a people robbed and spoiled. Trust me. We have done the psychological analysis. And I'm telling you, we are a people robbed and spoiled. Even the conscious ones of us. Those of us who know all the scriptures in the Bible. Those of us who know all the stories in history, we can give you every African leader from the end of colonialism. We know the Medu we know all of this stuff. But when it comes to us now becoming financially secure, we get scared. We talk it, you know. Yeah, we talk it, but we don't really talk it. We all right, you know, we just want to make sure we do this and settle the community and make sure everyone is okay and everyone and the youths can go to college. Well, they usually say the kids can go to college and get a proper education. We need to, have the same opportunity as other people. No, that ain't it, man. We need to build our empire. And it is the small thinking why we think like this. And we're selfish too, because we're just thinking about ourselves. And we're just thinking about our family. And we're thinking about the house we want to build for mommy. And we want to buy a new car for daddy. And that's about it. And a rocking chair for granny. Yeah, and send the kids to college and all of that stuff. And when they're done with college, they're on their own. You better believe that. And they better try to find a way to take care of me now. Family, I'm just showing you a mirror of our culture. That's how we think. Hardly any one of us think of empire building. And those of us who say empire building, we forget that to build an empire, you have to handle real wealth. And real wealth starts with real paper. But of course, it takes strategy. Paper has to turn into assets. Real estate. Then you're talking wealth. Not saving money. Not putting you saving the money. Man, make the money save you. What are you talking about? Now, when we get into the strategic procedures, there is a level of saving money, Of course, there is a level of saving money, but the main thing is your income. You can't save nothing. You can't invest nothing unless you have a proper cash flow. Not cash, a cash flow. So obviously it goes back to your talent, what you can do, your ability, what you're efficient at, how you're going to use it to generate income. That's what it is. You got to do that on your own, man. And when I say on your own, that's your personal investment. Of course, you can be coached. Of course, you can be assisted. All of this is assistance here. This is coaching here. I don't even have to know you. I know I'm touching somebody who never even thought about any of this. They were just all right, and they wake up, eat some cornflakes and some cereal, and they sit back and maybe see what's on YouTube. But no, you got to put that aside, man. Yeah. Sometimes, we get email all the time. I mentioned this before, so I'm going to say it again, especially from South Africa. My brothers and sisters in South Africa, believe me, you're going to see a brother soon. I'm looking forward to seeing you. But there's always, I get a lot of, we are so poor here in South Africa. Things are hard here in South Africa. I would like to buy your book, but I have no money. I've been getting that for years from South Africa. I don't think there's another part of the world I nearly get anything like that. Like I get it from South Africa. I'm not saying anything about my brothers and sisters in Azania. I'm just telling you the truth. I don't mention this that often. This may be the third time I'm bringing this up, but and because that's the subject. Now, why I'm saying this? This is a different time, man. 20 years ago, for me to speak to my brother in South Africa, I would have to have written it on a piece of paper, put it in an envelope, go to the post office, and hope that they get it in 3 weeks. And then when they get it to write me back, that's the next 3 weeks. That's a month plus before I could answer the question that they corresponded to me. Phone calls, all of that, hard to do. Now you can get on a cellular phone and you can text me, you can email me, you can WhatsApp me how bad and how hard and how poor things are in your corner. in your neck of the woods. All right, that may be true. I'm not fighting the reality of that. But if the mindset was the mindset of determination, if the mindset was the mindset to defeat poverty, if the mindset and the goal was to liberate your people, so you're not even just thinking about yourself, that wouldn't be the statement. Nah, man, you'd be calling me and saying, hey, Honorable Priest Isaac, yeah, how are you? I am blessed, my Lord. I was watching a program that you did about 2 months ago, and you were saying that anyone that wants to make more finance with you, all they have to do is contact you, and you will give them more information as it relates to selling your products. Do you know, family? We have products, we have services. For example, I'm just going to show you something. One of my products is my Ancient Astronomy course. Now, the Ancient Astronomy course, as you know, we're having a webinar, which is in the next Sunday. The webinar is a free webinar. This is not the Royal Business webinar, no. This is the Ancient Astronomy webinar. That's on Sunday the 26th, a free webinar. And the Royal Business webinar, that's free too. You know, none of these things you pay to come. They're not on Zoom and no special nothing. You just come and learn. You understand? Now, everyone knows that I have products. The Ancient Astronomy course, the homeschool program. I have the Archaeoastronomy course where you come to Antigua for 9 days, and I carry it to Greencastle Hill where we study the rocks. You understand? We have books, we have documentaries, etc. Natal chart reading. If you sell any of our products, you get a 50% commission. Now, when I mentioned that, how many of us took advantage of that? I'm just asking, maybe you don't have any time to do that. Maybe that's not important. Maybe you don't need the money, whatever you may be thinking. But listen to this, family. So now, for example, the natal chart reading is going for $200. The Ancient Astronomy course is really $275, although it is going for $99 until the end of November. So the Ancient Astronomy course is going for $99 until the end of November. Follow me, good family. That is why now we're having a wonderful webinar this Sunday, the Rudiments of Ancient Astronomy. You don't want to miss that. We're going to be going deep. We're going to be going into the Temple of Abu Simbel and showing you how the astronomical clock aligns with that. It's going to be very, very, very helpful. Make sure you're there for that. But what I'm showing you, family, that you sell a course. We have a course valued at $200. You sell the course to whether it's a friend or family. Many of you, you're on the internet. Many of you, you're on social media. Many of you, you work from home. You know, many of you, you're on TikTok, you're on Instagram, you're on all these things. Many of you, you're on LinkedIn. Many of you, you are even buying and selling products that you get from the internet. We have efficient products. You know that. Our Ancient Astronomy course is, it's second to none, that's for sure. Our homeschool program, very effective, very concise, very comprehensive. And both of them are valued over $200. If you sell any one of these programs, just assume they're going for $200. I'm just trying to show you something. And you wake up every morning to make selling these products and services a part of your mandate, whether that's all you do or you have something else doing. You're going to tell me you cannot take an extra $300 a day, an extra $400 a day. I don't care who you are. You would love an extra $400 a day, no matter how much you think you have, because the wealthy understands the importance of not wasting money. You follow what I'm saying? Good. So when you sell one ancient astronomy course, 50% of that is yours. When you sell one homeschool program, 50% of that is yours. Then you go and you sell a natal chart. 50% of that is yours. That's $300 just in a day. Now, of course, we have been so brain scrubbed that the wicked of us, your own brother will say, well, when I sell that for you, how much are you gonna make? What kind of talk is that? No, they say that. I'm not asking you. They say these things. That's to show you how we think. That's where we're trying to bring our people from. You watching me. I trying to assist you. Well, yeah, but that is making you make more money. So what? What crazy talk is that? We're some real crabs in the barrel. Something wrong with that? I am showing you a way. Remember, I would have already done the promotion. I would have already done the marketing, depending on where you are in the social media environment. All you have to say, I have a product here from Priest Isaac. Oh, yes, I listen to him all the time. He's a good speaker. What product you have? I have the Ancient Astronomy course. Okay, I know he's very good at astronomy. Yeah, it's going for, it's $275, but today we have it for $200. $200. Okay, what would I get from that product? Well, it's a 5-week product where literally you learn how to manage the heavens, understanding your own natal chart and your birth chart. You also learn about the planets. You learn about the value of the constellations. You learn the positions of the constellation, how to detect the individual planets in the sky. All of these things you learn just by taking this course, and you also get your certification of attendance at the end of it as well. It also comes with a free booklet, The Rudiments of Ancient Astronomy. Also, there is a one-on-one teaching that you get with the Honorable Priest. Okay, hold on. It sounds very compact, but I don't think I'll have any time for that. You have children in school. Yes, I have a 13-year-old and a 15-year-old. They would love this. It is very graphic. The information is very on point. To be honest, it's very entertaining as well. The daily classes are concise, so it's not too long, it's not too drawn out. As a child, as a young mind, they will like the movements, they will love the pictures, and plus it's just a month and a half worth the course, so they definitely will not get bored, my good brother, and this is something that will carry them on in life. What do you say? Oh, okay, you convinced me. How much you say? It's only $200. You can pay by Visa, MasterCard, CashApp, PayPal, whatever the case is, you can, bam, that's it. That sounds hard? You do that. And of course, proof of purchase. And of course, when you contact us, we'll explain to you how we do our business. And you contact me and say, Priest, I sold another homeschool program or another ancient astronomy course. 50% is ours and 50% is yours. You don't have to worry about us. While you're selling one, we're selling 3. You understand? But it's not, but you see, that's our problem. We're watching somebody else. When I am watching you, I don't even know who you are, and I'm reaching out to my people to see how I could assist ones who may need an assistance. And even if you don't think you need it, but it's just another way to continue to grow your revenue. Anyone that's serious about wealth building, any avenue that you find to assist you to build your revenue, to build your cash flow, to increase your pipeline, you will take it. So this is what these seminars, or the 3-day seminar, because it's 3 days, these days of reasoning will be about on the 20th, on the 21st, and on the 22nd day of December. Again, on the first day, we will be speaking about your purpose. We'll be speaking about motivation. We'll be speaking about your mindset, which obviously is very important. And then on the second day, we will launch on now to the next stage, where we will be going into more strategic planning. We'll be looking at promotion, and we'll be looking at marketing. Because if you are a business, which you are, whether you work for someone, whether you are a manager, a supervisor, whether you are a groundsman, whether you are the laborer, whether you are a maid, or you have some kind of business that you are running by yourself, or whether it's you and a partner, whatever it is, whether you're out of a job and you're looking for work, I am telling you, promotion and marketing is very, very important. And then after we cover promotion and marketing, we will go into sales on the third day. Family, if you're serious about building wealth, if you're serious about from highlands to highlands, we sing a song from lowlands to highlands. Well, this is it. This is how you get to higher lands. Understanding your cash flow, understanding the economy, checking your mindset. You need to stay hungry. It starts there. That's why the strategies and all of that doesn't make any sense until you motivate yourself enough to wealth building. Can you imagine we have to spend time trying to scrape off all the gunk off of our mind that makes us think that it's all right to be ghetto? If you can rise the standard of the ghetto, well, be ghetto all you want, but rise the standard. That's the point. You understand? Because we are, what's our goal? Empire building. Our elderly are supposed to be taken care of in the best way. The infants nourished, the sick age protected, the sick nourished, infants cared for. And everybody needs to be nourished. Everybody needs to be secured. Everybody needs to be protected and clothed. Everyone, the old, the naked, the young, everyone, male, female, everyone needs to be loved. So to me, that is the driving force to me behind wealth accumulation. For me alone, if it wasn't that, maybe I wouldn't even be talking about them kind of things. I could swing in a hammock under a mango tree and maybe drink some coconut and I good. But that's not how the world is set right now. If you really want to see your people liberated, it's going to take work. It's going to take familiar mindset amongst brothers and sisters. That's why I'm doing these programs, to see if I can spark other people to think so. I'm very serious, family. We as a conscious community, it is as if we are afraid of our own self moving forward. And we want to think simple and mediocre. We just want a little thing here and a little thing there, and we all right. While our brothers and sisters are dying, we have our enemy feeding our little children porridge and cornmeal pop and dropping them boxes of crackers from the United Nations planes. And you never watch the news and you see how the people them under the planes and these people, not just from the UN, from other countries, just throwing packages to them, and we running down the packages, and sometimes we tear the boxes open and we start to eat it right away. Some sort of nutritious or whatever crackers, you know. I'm telling you, in the Sudan, in Somalia, in the Congo, and then the exploitation of our rubber, the exploitation of our gold, our diamonds, the coltan, the cassiterite. This is economy. This is the economy I'm talking about. That's why we showed you what is going on in Haiti, when Sister Bello clearly showed you that Haiti, or Haiti as you call it, money was backed by gold. And then Uncle Sam came in and took the gold and have it in Fort Knox, and we want to know why Haiti is so poor. So yes, family, this is going to be a life-changing experience. And of course, don't forget that Sunday, the Ancient Astronomy webinar, that is Sunday, the 26th of November, that will be at 3 p.m., definitely live on radio and TV. And of course, at the same time, as I said, you will also be listening to it on radio and the revolutionary radio as well. And then, of course, keep in mind that the Ancient Astronomy course is only $99 until the end of November. Give thanks for those who actually requested that, because that was the case for the Patrons Day. And then, of course, after Patrons Day, there was this great outcry that, hey, man, I would like to take advantage of that. So we extended it until the end of November. Enough respect to those of you who would have reached out for that. That's why you have to reach out, family. Don't be afraid of it. Reach out. I'm very happy when ones reach out to I and I. Sometimes maybe I don't get to respond right away. So many things that are taking place, because this is about empire building. Anyway, family, give thanks. I won't take any more of your time. I know we have been here for a moment, and I pray and hope that you would have full joy. The meditation, the mindset, the mindset. Give thanks. Life giver and the keeper of life. Holy Emmanuel I, Selassie I, Jah Rastafari. Blessed Lord, my royal family. Give thanks. Blessed Lord, royal family. Honorable Priest Isaac here. I am inviting you to the Priest Isaac's Institute of Holistic Knowledge Royal Business Webinar. It is about time, family, for us in the conscious space to motivate ourselves to become a more business-minded culture. Join us for 3 days, the 20th, the 21st, and the 22nd day of December for a life-changing, I repeat, a life-changing experience. 3 p.m. each day, Radio Anu TV, YouTube, and Radio Anu International. For more information, visit our website, priestisaacinstitute.com, or email us, priestisaacinstitute@gmail.com. The Royal Business Webinar. I will see you there.